about your experience teaching in Kansas?
My experience has been wonderful. I actually grew up in Missouri and thought that's where I'd be the rest of my life, and did my student teaching in Baxter Springs. I had heard of Baxter Springs, but I really didn't know where it was, you know, and really close to Joplin, and we had driven through there. But I did my student teaching there, and 35 years later, I'm still there, loving it, loving what I do. It's a small community, about 4,500 people. We're struggling with the economy right now and businesses, trying to attract them to our community, but it's a very close-knit community. People who are there, the teachers who are there, have been there. Most of the ones in my building have been there, and I've taught with them for most of the 35 years I've been there. We're beginning to see some that are ready to retire, and but many of us have been together for, like I said, almost a lifetime, so a lot of close bonds there.
Yeah. Now, how about support from your principal? What kind of supports do you get from your administrator?
I have only taught with 2 administrators in my 35 years. So again, the administrators who have committed to this area are here to stay. They wanted to raise their kids in a small community, and so they made that commitment to come here. I can't say enough about the positive support. You hear stories about principals that don't back you up or aren't there for the teachers. My experience has been totally opposite of that. My principals have backed me 100%. They're strong believers in doing what's best for children. We have a strong curriculum in our building, and discipline is a key factor too. That we have high expectations in our building, and I think the parents appreciate that we work hard for the kids, and we want them to work hard for us.
Great. Now, can you talk a little bit about how your daughters have gone into the same field that you're in, and kind of what impact your experience teaching in Baxter had on them in making that decision?
Okay. My husband and I were both teachers. That's how we met. He taught at Riverton, a rival city just a few miles from Baxter. We knew, both of us knew when we were growing up, that that's what we wanted to be. That was all we ever thought about doing, and it's been my passion. It's never been just a job. It's been a joy to be a teacher. Of course, growing up with 2 parents as teachers, our kids grew up hearing us talk about school topics and about kids. And when my girls were old enough, they were in my room helping me laminate, cut out, put up bulletin boards, do all those things. They were also both high school mentors when they were in high school, so they got experience going into a classroom when they were juniors and seniors. And you know, we didn't push them to be teachers, but growing up in that atmosphere and seeing that, they decided that's a good life, and it's very rewarding. So they both went to Pitt State, and they both decided to go into elementary education, which of course thrilled their mom. One is an active teacher right now in 2nd grade, which is also my grade, so we share a lot of teaching strategies and ideas together. My other daughter is a grad assistant at Pitt State, and also going into elementary education with a minor in science. So.
Okay, that's great. Well, we haven't talked with the flighty Steve.
He's around there, right?
Does he show up on the?
I don't know. You got a white background behind her.
In that last piece, I think you did, but before then I didn't see him.
No.
Okay. Okay. There he is again. Is there any other, information or suggestions you have for teachers who are beginning their profession in Kansas, and anything about teaching in Kansas that you would want to say?
Kansas has a very high reputation for being in the top 10 of all states for academic, and there are about 10 characteristics, I think, as far as highest percentage of kids that graduate, high ACT, SAT scores, high academics, commitment to go on to college. We are doing a wonderful job. And I think being located in the Midwest, you know, you think of progressive education sometimes coming from the East and West Coast, but I think we've got a solid framework here in Kansas. And that speaks a lot about the commitment of our State Department of Education. I think we have one of the best state departments of education anywhere in the United States. And that should be another attraction for young teachers wanting to come and make a difference. They have a real good support system in this state for beginning teachers, and they honor beginning teachers with a Horizon Award. They honor pre-service teachers with a Teacher of Promise Award. They honor veteran teachers with Kansas Teacher of the Year Award. And I think it's important for teachers to know that their work is valued, and they certainly do here. And once you are involved in some of these programs, then they don't just cut you loose. They have a network called the KEEN Network, Kansas Exemplary Educators Network, and they go above and beyond trying to support the teachers in this state.
That's great. Yeah. We just take a look back at that piece one more time just to